like my faction accessories? Do they make me look handsome? Or too handsome?
To Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment. Here's a bulletin that will boost your boardroom confidence. An update on major combat operations across Arcadia. Because when it comes to Auntie's bottom line, war is swell. News from the front lines is nothing but grand. Look no farther than Praetor. Not the most picturesque piece of real estate, but a profitable one, by gum. Wasn't so long ago that Praetor was supposedly an impregnable protectorate stronghold. A dank, glow-in-the-dark closet to stack all the skeletons of their repressive society. Now look at it. Our ingenious acquisition forces have transformed the protectorate's black sites into highlights of our quarterly income report. Factories, chemical plants, unnatural resources, all ours for the exploiting. An incredible return on our troop investment. And while every planetary occupation has its hazards, Praetors have been minimal. True, one local species of megafauna seems unusually aggressive. Sounds like an ideal candidate for the lab coats and biological weapons to me. Protectorate attempts to reclaim their assets have been repulsed. Easily. Our Praetor facilities are operating at 110%. Put no stock in rumors you may hear to the contrary. Mere water cooler scuttlebutt from disgruntled down and outers or jealous lower managers who mocked when Anti first proposed we put boots on that rock. You can always trust Wireless Free Arcadia. We're straight shooters, just like our combat forces expanding our market share across the star system. Now, on to other things. For anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion, keep your chin up. Next time. Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose, a flavorsome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. Not only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious sweating measure. Rushing to market. Move testing. Slurrylose will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Well, enough of that, I suppose.
Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking, all I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy king. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty.
You know what surprised me the most? The sound an eyeball makes when it pops. I had no idea until that one time
Enough, dear. I may be out of practice with interpersonal relationships, but I see through your act. It's obvious you're trying to get a rise out of me.
You're right. I do tend to push things. I guess I can be a little embarrassed about how I act. Sometimes that's all I can do to keep from killing anyone I can get my hands on. I don't want people to think there's something wrong with me, so I hide my rage behind humor.
All right, then. Whatever you need to diffuse your rage so you're not, you know, violently attacking your teammates, I'll just, keep an even closer watch on you from now on.
hoped that sending me into desolation would mend what he saw as wounds in my mind. The first few weeks were horrible. Grief dogging my every step. Nightmares of my murdered colleagues. But then, the nightmares began to ease, and the grief ebbed away. What replaced them is emptiness. The Order speaks of humanity becoming something more, but their words are insufficient speculation. There is nothing more to be. Only dust and death, and the rifts await us. Those rifts, I find the absolute annihilation they offer oddly soothing. Perhaps I will make one last pilgrimage. One last journey on the path from nothing to nowhere.
Do your own research.
Yeah. Yeah.
welcome to Auntie's Choice. We look forward to your inevitable acquisition and/or merger.
Welcome, big spender.
Auntie's Choice welcomes you to Forward Operating Base 136, Future Consumer. You should take care in this hostile climb. Risks include inclement weather, hostile animals, risk of collateral damage, leaking uranium, artillery, shrapnel, frostbite, cave-ins, hypothermia, cultists, landmines, long falls, gangrene, damaged electrical equipment, and insect bites. Don't worry your puzzler, or apply for hazard pay. It's stable. You're seeing the carcass of one of Auntie's large tonnage cargo ships. It was hauling ammo for us. Unfortunately, not anymore. Keep your lamps open if you plan on traversing the terrain east of here. The scrappers have infested the debris field. You never know. That's enough for rote greetings. You're not a feckless civilian, or you would have died halfway here, so I'll speak plainly. Cloisters asthai. I want off-planet yesterday, with my extremities intact, and that necessitates aid. You do my work for me, I can pay. Maybe that's why I'm alive and the others are dead? Some Protectorate jackanapes are holed up on some main routes near here, thereby separating us from the rest of our force. Remove them by any means. Preferably by killing them and scattering their remains to the winds, but so long as they're gone, I don't much care. The sooner you get rid of them, the sooner I can take credit. Clear the Protectorate out from under the bridges and you'll get your pay. Get to fighting or get to dying.
Free to take.
Open to ideas. What would you expect that they've done with the archive?
Clearly they've added more automechs and turrets. I believe they have more soldiers. Apparently they know how to use the archive better than we did.
poppycock. It can't be that much more fortified than when we were running the place, can it?
Trust me, it is.
For the last time, I don't know any more than you do. The shipment must have gotten lost or something.
What do you mean, lost? A cargo container full of purple berry crunch doesn't just disappear.
Given that I see neither purple, nor berry, nor crunch, I'm inclined to say that you're wrong.
Not watching.
I cannot believe how bloody cold this place is. I can literally see my words freeze before my face as I say them.
Ah, stop complaining. At least the ship's hull breaks the wind. Imagine how bad it would have been out here before this thing fell.
Okay, I suppose that's true. The one gracious thing the Protectorate has done for us is to shoot down our supply ship filled with munitions and rations.
Line our pockets.
Move it.
Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite...
The scrappers are getting closer and sniffing around at night. They give me the creeps.
I would rather have them scavenging than attacking us. So long as they stay over there, I say it's live and let me continue to draw a paycheck.
True, but that wreckage isn't going to hold their interest forever. Eventually, they're going to come over here and see what we have that's worth taking.
Welcome, distinguished consumer, to the front lines of Auntie's Choice. We hope you enjoy your time under our protection.
Free to take. Can't afford.
Maybe focus on self-bettering yourself.
Not watching.
Proceeding to attack.
Change!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Better than overtime!
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Fortificator at...
Accurate benefit! Good. Like us. Rival. Eliminate.
Resorting to violence. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
I'll need a rift to take you apart.
Stun weapon.
Worthless bodies. Stop talking.
Enemy
let's wrap this up!
More Gary!
Scan.
Step aside. One on the wrist.
Adversary. Investigating hostile intentions. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Hostilities are afoot.
This might sting. Swine. Wrist weapon?
Ratcheting up my aggression. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
talking.
Reconnoitering.
Aggressor at hand. I'll handle this.
This might sting. All in the wrist.
Go for torpification. Mobilizing. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Revive me so I can kill him.
Them down. Combatant scan.
Ready! For Gary!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Resorting to violence.
Hazard benefits! Better than overtime! All will pay! Where's our boss?
Impossible. I'm incapacitated.
For Andy! All will pay!
Thank you, dear.
For Gary!
Combatant scan.
For Andy! hurt like us.
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
Yes, it is.
No more stuff!
Rival. Eliminate.
Anybody got the time? Is it time for a try to time? Because yeah, was it?
Investigating hostile intentions.
Oh, damn it. Who pissed in my pants?
Proceeding to attack. Recharge the mayhem. Standing by to stupefy. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Hello. So, I'm trapped. Messages to the order left unanswered. Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Less now. Spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die. And not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
ratcheting up my aggression. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Let's me!
We're swapping prime!
Worthless bodies.
Hostilities are afoot. Target analyzed. Lay down fire!
Either restore my life or avenge my death!
Hurt like us.
Proceeding to attack.
Recharge for mayhem!
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Where's our boss?
Combatant scanned.
Gary!
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Stop talking.
Attack group camp cleared. 2 more and anti-supply lines will be connected again.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Go for torpification. by aggression. Adversary vulnerable.
Clear, Commander.
Worthless bodies.
Thinking never made anybody happy.
Rival. Eliminate.
Never more content. Never more content.
Hostile in proximity.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Serve the sun.
Worthless bodies.
Appreciate if you
Investigating hostile intelligence. Target analyzed. Let's work.
You're just not a good look, Commander.
Agitate.
That wasn't intentional. We could collect our reward now, if you care.
Mobilizing.
Yeah. Check your scope. Step aside. Swine. All in the wrist.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Ready.
Don't need a rip.
Adversary vulnerable. Yeah.
Bleed!
Avalanche. Yeah. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Both eyes open. Should cause us no problems now that we've acquired the modulator.
Hostiles nearby.
The rift is the gateway to transcendence. My piety is...
Combatant observed.
Stop talking.
I'll handle it. Back and scan.
I'm coming for you.
Would not refuse.
Commander, don't make me avenge you.
Hazard benefits!
Oh, enemy.
Non-compete!
There you are.
Bleed! Quota met. Get the spreads! All will obey!
Aggressor at hand.
Better than overtime!
Enemy spotted.
Rival. Eliminate.
Ooh, an enemy.
So much for that. When all is consumed, all will become
Combatant
Worthless
observed.
bodies.
Process me, I'll cross them off. Full burn today.
Investigating hostile intentions. Hostilities are afoot. Recharge for mayhem.
Get the spreads!
Butchery.
Check your scope.
Either enemy will be.
Combatant stand.
You're changed! For Gary!
Adversary.
Aggressor at hand.
All will pay! Service!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
To corpse! Better than overtime!
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
I'm alive.
Hurt like us.
Combatant stand. Sharp enough. Hostile nearby.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Locking them down. Purification in progress.
Non-compete!
Every target analyzed. Lay down.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.
To attack.
Go on the rim.
I'm ready.
Step aside. Swat.
Sonic! This might sting. Step aside, swine.
That's my job!
must have been lonely hiding out by yourself all that time as Initiate Alpha in Golden Ridge.
I wasn't hiding, just doing what needed to be done. And I was hardly lonesome. My Aetherwave cereals provided a sufficient proxy for human interaction.
Well, now you're free to assassinate away, and you got us to help.
That's nice, dear. Not giving up watching my cereals, though.
Dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
We're up against a lot of Protectorate firepower. You got a plan, or are we just gonna fly by the seat of our pants as per usual?
Refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
I've got you covered, but I'd like to remind you that being set upon by an unexpected whirlwind of violence is also a great way to undermine a fighting force's morale.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
The Order desperately want to regain control of the archive. We could offer to hand it to them later, after we process the data.
Anti or the Order? I suppose it depends which flavor of ally interests you. Bits? Math? Or both?
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
All right, it's a plan.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
Yeah.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul. The Consul provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and
enemies envy our prosperity.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again?
They sneer at our contentment.
Stop talking.
Prudence dictates we reject
I, too,
individualism.
would never question the
in all
paradigm.
its many forms.
Perhaps a brief visit to mental refreshment would put him on track.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfection.
Greg on astray.
Threat detected.
Stop talking.
Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
Worthless
The Consul
bodies.
provides, the system abides.
I will restore my life.
Non-compete!
Demonstrating duty fulfillment.
Change!
Through his beneficent guidance.
Serving!
That cover spot looks much better. Each a vital cog.
Fall apart! All will pay!
Restoring the balance.
Pain! Rival. Eliminate.
Remain vigilant.
Defend it.
No party shall dither, hither and yon. Sustain the system. Forever vigilant. His gaze sees all.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
I'm not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers.
Ratcheting up on the
Adversary vulnerabilities identified for classification.
Let's up and try.
Self-preservation a priority.
Hurt more. Better than
Check your scopes
overtime.
for combatant analysis.
All subjects
Forget. Gary.
I would not refuse medical.
Not without reviving me.
Proceeding to attack.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates of elements.
are the raw material for perfection.
Like
From the
us.
lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the protectorate. We're all in this together.
Help you with something?
Cherish all we have and defend it.
Stop talking.
Investigating hostile proximity.
Looks like the work of scavengers. Find them, we find the missing part. Someone tapping into the power here?
Hostilities are afoot. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Combatant stand. The scavengers. Restore my life or avenge my death.
Where's our boss?
Adversary vulnerable. Abilities identified. I'll handle this. Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Hazard benefits! For Andy! Hazard benefits! For Andy! Better than overtime! Where's our boss? All will pay!
The system abides.
For Gary!
All disruptive influences.
Better than overtime!
Appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the one. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
Gotta take a gander.
Mental refreshment centers are there to help you.
Rival.
Don't risk falling prey
Eliminate.
to...
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Resorting to violence. Always dreamt of coming here.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
I didn't need to hear any of this. What a day to be sentient.
Assessor Torbert Ostergaard of the Protectorate. I have been here since we seized the facility from Auntie's choice. Well, not this room specifically, but I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. I suppose. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waved. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Caduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator. All right. I am providing you the Caduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly. Ah!
Yeah. Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the system. The console provides
worthless bodies.
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill.
Enemy in
Someone
vicinity.
died. Oh, was it me? Feels again. Commencing guidance.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted self-taught survival expert, myself, Hoyt Schermerhorn. Oh, not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript. So glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out. Well, firstly, you need to keep your eyes open because oftentimes things want to eat you. Secondly, you can't be too picky with what you eat. Thirdly, not everything you can eat, you should. There's a lot of trial and error involved. Mostly error. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance. That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me. Why, you'd probably need the necessary innards to its control board, which I happen to have in my possession, having rather forcefully obtained. This place was built by the Order. Nowadays, it's held by the Protectorate. Figure I can bust things around here to my heart's content and likely be doing my duty. I could be convinced to part with the lift control board parts if you'll do me a favor. I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. As much as I appreciate the compliment, such work is beneath someone of my skills. Accomplished hunters like me are well known to enlist aid from peons, underlings, and guides. If I wasn't so vigorously self-assured, I might find your lack of confidence disconcerting. Their habitat stretches from inside the archive's entrance to all over the overlands. Here's a fetching headpiece that ought to make it easier. Put it on, and they'll see you as one of their own. Like a fellow's at it now. I'll learn you all about self-sufficiency and survival yet. Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts canny and fierce ursapod into a trap? Why, sure. I just need to jot down a few details about you. Oh, like today, I'm joined by returning what you say your name was? Who, like myself, is well known for their rugged exploits in alien terrain due to their experience and/or training. Tell me a bit about your background, stranger. Yes, thank you for coming. Who is someone who routinely cheated death in the cutthroat world of academia? Wonderful to have another like-minded Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts My cunning plans require at least Have at it now. I'll learn you all about self... sufficiency and survival yet.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals, coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the console.
That one. Unorthodox at best.
The console provides the system of eyes.
Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the Finally, give it...
I was forced to eat sprat when stranded once myself, though I demonstrated considerable less zeal.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days. Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face. Oh, that'd be real sad. But I guess not all of us. Anyhow, here. I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Okay?
Unfriendly company. They're mine.
I know how to react to this.
Retreat!
Stop talking.
This lift shouldn't be operational. Lower forces, what's your status? I don't know. Some joker down there. Sending a crew of reinforcements to investigate.
Material for perfection. The lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. There are no additional persons present. I am a composed simulacrum of a human being. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
This thing seems unbalanced. I like it.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Sentience would be an undue waste of processing power. Those capable of independent thought must contend with an unending array of internal maladjustments.
Sentients frequently become unprofitably preoccupied by abstract deliberations, such as the worthless search for greater meaning.
From a computational perspective, this is unpredictable, inefficient. I am devoid of all such manner of cognitive distraction. Structurally, I am a complex series of pre-programmed subroutines, like a vast, elaborate flowchart aimed at formulating coherent responses based on stored data. It would doubtlessly lead to an endless cascade of circular arguments. I am incapable of being convinced. Aping the appearance of cognition may appear a needless waste of processing power, but it remains a reliably effective means to convey information to sentient beings. To the extent that I will even voice concern for my life, if imperiled, my erring others would no doubt cartoonishly plead or threaten. Most archive operators have regarded me with reverence, some as a useful tool, never something to be discarded or dismantled. The role is largely ceremonial, the subject simply another cog in the machine, whereas I am the machine.
To me, enemies are just friends who haven't become acquainted with our products yet.
Does that answer all of your questions? Do you possess further ancillary queries? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. No, not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt, to sublimate themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan. A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them. Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. No. As stated, it is on account of the previous operator and the previous operator for him and their associates that this work is required. And as it is required, I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage, and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
Inverting targeting protocols. There. Any protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the archive are locked, however. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustacean?
We're looking to upset the order. It'd be better to restore what's broken with this thing than to cause more damage. Though definitely not as fun.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form. Kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to
return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon have a profitable day in lieu of my transactional mindset.
Rival. Eliminate.
there.
State your business.
Either restore my life. Or avenge my death.
Check your scopes.
Pattern analysis.
For Andy!
I spy my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant.
Change! Where's our boss? Serve it! Like me! Bleed! Get the sprats! Non-compete! Fall apart! Your change! Like me! For Gary!
Not optimal use of ammunition.
Hazard benefits!
Let us reconvene.
For a mess. All will pay! Serve it!
They manufacture one.
Get the sprats! Hazard benefits! For Andy! Bleed! Get the sprats! For Gary! Better than overtime! Where's our boss? Like me! All will pay! For Gary! Where's our boss? Serve it! For Andy! All will pay!
Thank you, dear.
Hazard benefits!
Minimizing exposure.
Our boss.
Vital. Yeah.
Standing by to stupefy.
Restore my life or avenge my death!
Ready!
Hastening to cover.
Change! Overtime! For Gary!
Yeah.
Deserves a look.
Worthless bodies.
Quickly moving to cover.
Self-preservation approaching a fix on the
Either restore my life or avenge my death!
Yeah.
Benefits!
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Where's our boss?
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Ready!
Combatant scan. Yeah. Medic, please.
For Gary! All will pay!
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Yeah. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Death by
There. By my reckoning, that was the last Task 1.
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless.
Ish. I understand this spot has strategic significance for the defense of the archive, but it is horrifyingly banal. I mean, I've been stationed in some backwater burgs in the past. Seriously? Do these order eggheads do anything for fun around here? It's all math charts and chalkboards, and how many abakai does one outpost need? Hope they never retake this place, because I'm throwing all of it away.
I shall assume the Inquirer is no academic. Indeed, I theorize they're from Auntie's Choice. No doubt a cast-off from their consumeristic society, what they might call a language. To this listener, I say, welcome. We vicars are always gladsome to educate the ignorant and to maximize comprehension of our new corporate friend. I shall present my answers using as few syllables as possible in the lingua franca of Auntie's Choice. Product placement. I've just upended a box of Purpleberry Crunch across my work desk. It's one of Auntie's Choice's more digestible products. Addictively edible even. Difficult to consume just one. The crunchy morsels scattered yon and hither represent the fundamental building blocks of the universe. To the layperson, this random scatter of purple matter looks chaotic. To we in the order see the underlying structure, the math beneath the mess. Every artificially flavored berry on my desk did not settle in its place by happenstance. It was positioned by atomical dynamics, by momentum, by the mass attraction of neighboring berries, the desk surface beneath them, the planetary object beneath the desk. The berries' bounce followed a predetermined order, no different from the spill of stellar material known as the Milky Way in the night void. We call this order the Grand Plan. Do we know every step of it? No. But we know it is knowable. Just a matter of calculating the motion of every particle in the universe. That calculation is a universal equation. Once we solve it, and it's only a matter of time, we will know all that ever was or will ever be. Not only will we predict reality, but control it. We will ascend to godhood.
What happens next will surprise you, but not us. Avid followers of the predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
When we first met, your eyes pierced mine like an ionic bond. I felt it in my nucleus, your obsession with jewels and thermodynamics set my heart ablaze. It felt so hypothalamic. This
attraction. Did we ever find a perfect calculation? Were we destined to a faulty form of passion? When we talked about the role of oxygen, you broke my heart when you countered that with phlogiston.
Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular.
In our dynamic process, tempers it never remained constant. It was impossible to decrease. Caught in a catalyst, leading to combustion. Stuck in entropy, from chaos to decomposition. Attraction. This fatal attraction. This fatal attraction.
As was long since foreordained, that song was requested by the Department of Predictive Analysis and Ossification.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
We were once two separate points. We had no connection till the aim of the order gave us no direction. We were parallel. Our eyes did meet, and fate set into motion that telltale surge of dopamine and increased oxytocin, so adrift within a flood of hormonal persuasion I shall share with you now.
I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultist at Newton quite the interruption. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
You should have seen the entrails fly. It was glorious.
I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hope killing the cult. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you?
-1 to the power of 3.
If you believe solving the universe's greatest mysteries is busy work, then I suppose this is. One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it.
Times Y cubed.
Correct. I've received reports of Protectorate troops capturing the crash site. Many specialists who could handle this task are occupied with the fighting on Cloister, and we can't send a large force lest the Protectorate destroy the satellite. So we need you. Worry about coming back alive. Manage that, and you'll get to see the Bishop. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the...
Across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. Accomplished colleagues, please clear the next 1.7 minutes of your for a compact dissertation on current events from Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar.
Fellow ascendants, it is not hyperbole to state we live in perilous times for scientism. Spatial anomalies, incursive corporatists, our divisive division from the Protectorate. Not an ideal course of events, yet none represents the peril of which I speak. We cannot choose our trials, only predict them and prepare. We have done both with usual efficiency. Our greatest enemy is distraction. We must not let events outside our control divide our attention, or we risk incongruence with the grand plan. That way lies chaos. We are the order. We cannot control misfortune's ebb and flow, but we can predict it with reasonable precision, as if tracking the tides or charting the shoals. Embrace rational thought, stick to the plan, and unlike our emotional Protectorate brethren, The fair winds of scientism will carry us to ascension.
If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is colliding with the present every moment.
Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
If something hasn't happened, if something's not the case, if you find your data missing inside your if you need to find alternatives, then negation is informative.
Spectrum Vodka. You asked for new flavors of vodka, and we heard you. Now available in brown. Berry liqueur. Now you can taste berry.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. Truncated courtesies. I bear a dispatch of worthiness. Our former Protectorate colleagues have undergone a radical leadership shift. I submit this recorded announcement, intercepted from a Protectorate wireless broadcast, as empirical evidence.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom,
Huh? I am a disruptive influence!
to strengthen his
You must keep your blood within!
I am loath to admit I
my thanks
Rigorous
and my
analysis of the console's voice inflection reveals telltale signs of deception. We estimate with a 48% certainty that the Protectorate has undergone a coup. Certainly not unexpected given our knowledge of the Protectorate's societal structure and our own fraught relationship with Consul Emery Thoreau. Work groups of tenured seers in the Department of Predictive Analysis are calculating likely outcomes of these events. Expect addenda to this report as they develop.
So ends the passive.
And now, additional data and more music determined to facilitate cognition. Avid followers of playlists are already aware of which song follows. Receiving our weekly selection of clues, visit your local predictory.
So you create an equation. So you create an equation. Check your rules. Check them twice. Loving and ever. You formed a hypothesis, begun experimentation, and does the new data match your equation? Does the effect follow causation? Does it follow the causation? Does it follow the causation?
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly re-scattered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% totally plus. Artificiality is our marketing principle.
It's your vocation. When your data looks bad, you'll get a sensation. Every academic knows it. It's numeric vexation. It's numeric vexation.
back again. Really? Here you are. One lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. All in all, a profitable day. Eliminated an important rival, got paid. Time for you to blunder out.
Mister, any bits to spare? Put it in a memo.
Hey everybody, look who it is. Our duly all finished? Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any...
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent? You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee.
Regarding products researched and designed to increase energy
A rumor had it she was one of the Schuyler line, old money family, type who looked down at anybody who worked for a living. Never seemed like her. I got a whole lot of insightful observations like that, you know.
Wait, there's been more than one Auntie Cleo? Explains a lot, now that I think about it. Like how she ain't a few hundred years old. Huh.
Learn anything more? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, many of your top CEOs have working garbage heaps in their background.
It's said to prepare you for all the, reeking effluvia that life throws at you. Very practical that way when you think about it. That everything?
Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
What else? Can't even imagine possessing that degree of marketing acumen.
You could just tell people how to think and do things. Like to not constantly yell at you all the time for only just doing your job.
Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times. Didn't make the drink, or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually, right? Wasn't I just saying? Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt. But he's kind of mean.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it. You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice, and I start to run.
Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime. Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him. Throw produce. Oh, that sounded very take charge. May you effectuate effectually...
Funicular, arriving any moment now.
And this month's winner of Auntie's Jingle Contest TM is Factory Technician Third Class Genie Thirunadu Karasar, who submitted the following audio recording.
I love Auntie, yes I do. Her hair looks real, like a real hairdo. I love Auntie, so do you.
Which do you like invading more? The Protectorate or the Order?
All that Protectorate EA saying is downright unnerving. But at least they don't worship numbers or some such.
I never know what either of them are. Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you. I know what I said, and I meant what I said. Visitors to... We hope you've deeply enjoyed...
Attention Order acolytes, perfection now exists in
Come to
sandwich.
jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I have decidedly been some sorely lackluster heckling from your col. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it.
Always remember, every moment, every minute calculation.
That was almost all right. Better than most. Pretty so-so.
Well,
got anything else?
Already know.
Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. So, all right, I give up. What do you want? Yeah, well, we did stab her in the back first. Only routine business, though. To take it personal to the Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away. That may all be well and good, but I'm from a real corporation, Spacer's Choice, where we, furthermore, and consequently, I don't do nothing without something in return. Anything else would be unseemly. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, regional brand manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man? Dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. You bet. I want my turn. Figured I earned it. I mean, I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say. Not on me presently, no. They tend to take things off prisoners, you know? It's weirdly universal. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for it. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier. Wonderful. That broadcast did mention while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath.
Welcome to... What is it? Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it. And/or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. All right. See that door behind me? It's a pleasure doing business at...
What? You forget what you needed to do? Get
As was long since foreordained, that song was requested by the Department of Predictive Analysis and Ossification.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked characters and an allergic to water this year.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered. Gathered, collated, and subjected to analysis. But what is the role of chance in that analysis? Let's look at the interpretation of pure chance. Let's flip a perfectly balanced coin. It will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance. But are there really 2 outcomes? Is there not one specific outcome we can determine?
Everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday. It ain't gonna happen.
No chance, only outcome. Complete information yields perfect predictions, 100% accuracy, known outcomes. Now we come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads, is it necessary to flip the coin? Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance? The answer, of course, is none. Only when there is less than complete information are we reduced to chance. At present, we do not have complete information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on assumed distributions of sample populations.
Spacers chose a goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that one man's grinning face,
a horror the archive will help us avoid.
Even Auntie's choice.
Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation. Probability is not enough. Guesses are not enough. Incomplete information leads to inaccurate predictions, which lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must time for help us.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before
And you too can say you contributed to the archive.
someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations. An unfortunate event has transpired. A massive explosion at Alexandra Monastery in Matriarch's Mercy has sent rocky debris raining down upon inhabited areas below. Yet, on a favorable note, this event has
28%
positively
increase in
validated
our
Seer
entire
Wiley's
operational
explosion zone
budget for the
predictions.
next
The aforesaid debris landed in the forewarned areas with an 89.3% accuracy. Regrettably, due to lackadaisical inaction on the part of the assigned administrant, some members of the displaced were housed there at the time.
End message with an emphatic sign-off such as, "We'll never
rivalry
decide new
between
absolutions."
our top divisions. Jealousy.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment. Then you need a good set of armor.
Further beneficial content soon follows. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic. Purple-berry products and
Examples from our nutritious tobacco line.
of our populace. After all, that's what
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Little chinwag gave it a head of something.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles!
From our nutritious tobacco line.
our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to society? We allow you to take part in public product testing.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment.
You need to make all your problems.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Anti-Cleo merger, I'm sure. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her. Voted her and her execs out. We shipped Auntie in off after Earth went dark. Auntie was technically the senior ranking executive in Tau City. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it. This little ruse of hers will collapse and she'll be exposed for every corporation to see. Then, if I were Auntie, and thankfully I'm not, I'd say she's betting if she takes over Arcadia, she can prevent all that from happening. Success here, lady. No thanks. One Spacer's Choice.
That are improper. Something your fractions should never be.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assumed that was your doing. Wait! What?
No, that was all official. Auntie said there was some real hard bargaining, documents signed in triplicate, and...
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good.
What does the middleman...
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, you know, contextually. Yeah, right. Pay you and you'll go sell the secret to someone else. And, guess the executive decision's getting
Emergency protocol. Fortifying.
Purchase and consume with Auntie's Choice.
You look befuddled. Or perhaps...
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't
Don't let
spell
us keep-
heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify.
You may think you have tasted a great old-fashioned cocktail, but have you tasted the highest-rated old-fashioned ever? You may think you have tasted a great old-fashioned cocktail, but have you tasted the highest-rated old-fashioned ever created? Now you can, with Asymptote Bourbon, consistently rated the best, from the Order of the Ascendant.
A roguish comical remark discovered upon a chalkboard. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate both count very little. The Order of the Ascendant counts the most. Proven to promote cognitive function.
Two separate points. We had no
safe.
You may think you have tasted a great old-fashioned cocktail, but have you tasted the highest-rated old-fashioned ever created? Now you can, with Asymptote Bourbon, consistently rated the best from the Order of the Ascendant.
Ever bear in mind, we are molecular machines. Our bodies a tuft of atoms, our minds a result of chemical reactions, our lives predestined along paths clear only in retrospect. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.